Record the radio.
Right then, here we are at Kevin's cabin.
Right.
And it's Friday, May 29th, 1992.
And I'm making us game hens
He's making Connor's game hands.
on the grill. I've already wrapped up a baked apple, which Dave says he won't eat.
And for those of you who aren't aware, we are watching the 6 o'clock news on Channel 4.
And they told us that.
So then we knew.
But before that, we didn't know.
It's quite a pleasant evening, as you can see.
You can see that.
It's about 72 degrees, the slight wind from the southeast,
And sunshine.
and sunshine from the lake.
It's perfect weather for Fedge to be out in the lake.
But Fudge isn't here.
He's somewhere else.
Not because of summer vacation, but because budget cutbacks have forced the school to close its doors.
Amy Marsalis is on.
He's not. It's some blonde chick.
Oh, they're doing their
I-team report.
cut in. Alrighty. See, they got their own local comes in, cuts in partway through.
If for some particular reason Fredham hears this tape, we do not have sour cream and cheese for our potatoes. But Dave does not mind.
We're not horribly distressed by this.
No, but Mark would be.
Of course he'd be distressed.
Why don't you put some barbecue sauce on them?
Not yet.
Well, how about some mayonnaise then?
I think we need 2 kinds of olives.
Black and green ones.
For fun up here, me and Dave like to do something a little bit crazy. Put 2 kinds of olives on a pizza.
Cheddar and Munster. Crazy!
No, Mark, we don't have any olives either. Gosh.
Oh, God, it's a good thing you're not here.
That'd be luxuries.
But I don't believe that's going
We are now roughing it at Kevin's cabin.
These hens are going to be so good. So good. You know how good these hens are going to be? They're going to be so good.
I don't know, it's been a long time since I've had a hen.
Been a long time since I had a hen.
Anyway, we arrived up
Since I
here.
watched Gentle Ben. Carry me back, carry me back, carry me back. I wanna watch Gentle Ben.
We arrived up here about 2 o'clock, something like that, and we proceeded to go out in the boat fishing. Kevin caught a perch.
Kevin
After
caught
this,
a perch.
He hit it over the head with the pliers, and it died.
Look at it jump and lurch.
After that, he caught a bullhead, and he hit it over the head, but it refused to die.
And so it lived.
And thus it went on to bigger and better things within the lake. And then we fished for a little bit longer.
Swim away from the pliers, yeah, yeah, yeah.
We decided to come into shore, where I commenced to catch a sunfish.
Dave caught a sunfish.
After that, I realized that I broke my drag on my reel. It was a real drag.
Luckily, I had my spare rod because I was a Boy Scout and I'm always prepared. Because I'm a Protestant, I'm prepared for such situations as this.
Oh, really, dear?
Green pepper.
He's eating it raw. I am totally groused. Here we are at the chew. There I was. There I was. There I was. At the bear trap.
And we're gigging the bear trap tonight.
Yep, doing the live thing.
Live show.
I heard there's a World Wrestling Federation tournament at the Sauk Center Coliseum there over there by the bay.
I'm gonna get you, Uncle, because I just can't stand your fucking ass. I'm gonna kill you.
Wrestling. Our rendition of the World Wrestling Federation.
I think we do them rather well.
Certainly the mink poachers will do them very well.
They'll do it the well.
T-Rex will commence to bust Nature Boy Ric Flair in the kneecaps.
What do you mean?
Well, you know what I mean. Bust you in the kneecaps.
I don't know about that.
Of course I'm going to bust him in the kneecaps. I'm from the South. Referee Droopy! Referee Droopy!
You know what? That makes me mad.
So as we were saying, we're here cooking Cornish game hens.
I have to go check on the
We're watching a copy commercial of KQ for some local radio station called WJON. And they got a fat guy in Zubas, and he's dancing around, and they think that they're better than KQ.
But they're not, because only 93 is better than 92.
Of course they are, they eat donuts.
Donuts, they're really good. I'd eat them all day long if I could. Donuts.
Game hens.
Game hens.
All day with a mild breeze, low humidity.
The game hen caviar.
This woman is looking mighty lethargic. It's 73 degrees, I'm sorry. I must be corrected.
You sit corrected.
The barometer is now 29.99 and steady, and the humidity is 25%.
The
It's
barometer
dry.
is getting very barometric right now.
Oh, really? I wonder how much I'm getting picked up here.
Well, can you see by the little red thing?
Yeah, I'm watching the little red things go up and down the scale there.
Well, how much does it register when I talk?
Hey, between 2 and 3.
That's because
Oh, did you hear that fart?
I am behind it, behind it, behind it, behind it.
For our viewers who are accustomed to looking at Kevin's cabin from a live view, he is standing behind it. He just pulled the lining kugels out of the refrigerator. He's wearing a t-shirt that says beer. It's not just for breakfast anymore.
It sure ain't.
So we went and got some groceries and we brought them home in an egg box.
now don't be telling them everything I'm doing, T-Rex.
Well, I bought a lot of ice.
Never know who's gonna be hearing this.
Never know who's gonna stop by at the cabin. Anyway, Huebner's about married by now, wouldn't you say?
No, tomorrow.
Oh, is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Kevin has brought on an apparatus. He just told me to shut up, but you know what it is.
Apparatus.
The apparatus Hemboculus.
The cavity creeps. The cavity creeps.
Now he is sitting down at the table and he's opening his lemon kugels. Cheers.
It might be a tumor.
It's not a too-mah.
Oh boy, there's a singles dance at the VFW in Wadena.
Coolness.
Let's go. Kevin won't tell.
I might. How much money we got?
$10.
Sold.
You
You can sell your soul to Faust. You could be like Faustus and sell your soul to the devil.
We wrote a song about that. It's called Tomorrow is Today.
And Mephistopheles is coming to get you.
Of course, she's been fishing in the river Styx.
And all that stuff. I don't know why you're recording this.
Well, I thought it would be kind of time to record something.
Probably pretty boring.
Fine. I thought that thing about the reel was pretty good.
It's not a too-mah.
Okay, I'm turning it off now.
Goodbye. This is a test of the emergency bit turn system. Were there actual bit turns in the area, you would be notified about nesting sites and other things you should be looking for. This concludes the test of the emergency bit turn system.
He's a hyper-creative, potentially dangerous word farmer.
With spots.
Hello.
Now, what was I saying?
Something about basic needs.
Right. Oh, yes.
Please speak to the camera.
Well, basically, the basic necessities of the basic parts of life are in the basic hen that we're going to basically eat. And the base of the basic parts of the hen is the vitamins and minerals, and more basically the protein, which basically makes up the basis of the basic hen. And we're going to ingest the hen, which basically will take care of our needs for sustenance and such. And basically, I think it's one of the basic necessities that has the basis of what we need to talk about basics. What do you have to say?
Oh, really? That was interesting.
I thought it was better when I originally created it, but I had to recreate it because we didn't have the tape on.
Also because we were having recreation.
Recreation.
Recreation of what?
The T-Rex bit.
Hey, I'm catching your splash.
Catching your spleen.
Catching your spleen with the baseball glove.
I want you all to know, whoever you are listening to this, that
You're a bunch of pigs!
this is just like the greatest night.
You can ask for better weather, whether you're in Oregon or Florida.
Yeah. You know, I even wanted to catch a little sun, and when we were out on the lake, the opportunity was there. It was warm enough out in the boat.
And as you can see,
Wasn't
there's
hot.
some guy on TV, and he's totally agreeing with Kevin.
But as soon as we got up here and the shade was down there by the dock, boy, I had to get the shirt back on. A little bit chilly.
Get a little bit chilly outside.
Typical Minnesotan. Getting a little bit chilly.
And we've now turned the sound off on the news show hype program called Current Affair.
Boom!
Which they are now showing of Fredericks of Hollywood Sex Studio.
Of course, it's always something to do with sex.
Yeah, didn't that place get like vandalized or something?
Murder, sex.
They just showed the a current affair pyramid flying towards the camera, computerly generated, but you couldn't hear that chop sound that every Pontiac makes.
Boom!
Every time you close the door on a Pontiac, it sounds like a current affair. Boom.
And believe us, we actually like Pontiacs, so we're not cutting them down.
Between us both, we actually own or have owned 6 Pontiacs in our lifetimes.
Right!
I currently own 2, Kevin owns 1, however...
I had the old Chevy too.
Okay.
T-Rex, I'm kind of glad I sold that Chevy because now I got that new used Pontiac.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. It's got the air conditioning and stuff in there. You like that? You always getting sweat stains on the seats on the Chevy.
But Clem, is you sure that you want to start getting into mink poachers when we're actually not doing a mink poacher spoof?
Well, we could always record it. I don't know, T-Rex.
Hooping big idea.
If it turns out to be anything, we could record at the tape.
Record at the tape? What do you mean?
I don't know, T-Rex. You know what I mean?
You're getting me
get in the
confused. You're
studio
starting to sound like somebody from South Carolina or
You
something.
just do it the thing and
Or
you
Oregon.
You record it and you record it the tape.
Please notice how I say Oregon. I don't pronounce it Oregon anymore.
I'm gonna drink at the beer.
I now pronounce it Oregon. Because all the ore is now gone, leaving a big black hole in the middle of a crater, as though some kind of nuclear disaster has reaped its benefits of the landscape. That is what Oregon means. Now let's move on to a more primitive state of view, Minnesota.
Your butt stinks, you have a big butt, and you smell like an elephant's butt. I think Bart Simpson used that one time, or something close to it.
There you have it, folks. His fans are all pigs.
That was great.
Spinal Tap is now dead, having perished in a terrible bus crash along the cliffs near whatever the hell city it is they live in.
This is a test of the almighty yak endangered list system. If you should find an endangered Rhodesian yak in your backyard, call 1-800-933-876.
Or 8 yak.
1-800-8-your-yak. Can I interest you in a genuine, one of a kind?
And
I
now
can't do
for
that
something completely different. I got some new sunglasses because I broke the ones that I wore in Florida.
Dun, 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 they've got some new sunglasses. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, we'll have to record later.
Yeah, we'll probably have to roll some tape too because I would think we'd probably make some songs.
Of course, though our drummer ain't here. He's got a ball and chain.
He's actually got to move this weekend.
He's moving into a different abode.
I don't know. He's probably feeling spookus about it. He probably want to come up here. But he has to move this weekend. Take the family and have to move to a new apartment and then moving away. I don't know.
Doc, you're talking and running on sentences again.
I do the this, I do the that. Sometimes I talk and run on.
Of course, you were feeling the spilkus about it, and
I
then
was
Eugene.
feeling the spilkus
Then
about it.
Eugene comes along and he starts telling you about how he wants his foreskin
Well,
put
Eugene
back
found out
on.
about- He found out about the circumcision, and Eugene wanted his foreskin put back on. I said, Eugene, we can't put that back on. We took that off when you were 4 days old.
So as you see, he rambles on for hours and hours while we watch something about ardulant sex on TV from some woman named Michelle Cherry, and that would seem
Who's
very
a teacher.
apropos.
She's a teacher, too.
She's a sex teacher, and her name is Cherry.
Very good.
Very well then, on to the next subject, which is...
Slingshots. Do you think if we stretch a large rubber band between those two branches of the willow tree, we could make a large slingshot, and we could hit that boat that's sitting right out there, right in slingshot range, right now?
Not only that boat, my dear friend, but we could hit that aircraft that's flying over as well.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Fishy, fishy, fishy.
It was a nice fishy. Then he whacked it over the head with the pliers, and it died.
It might be a tumor.
It's not a too-mah.
Here we are on the lovely shores of the Mink Hole. Sooner or later, we will take you down, probably later, down to the dock where we will start up
Take you down
Clem's
to the
new
Paradise
fishing
Dock.
boat.
We'll Clem's new fishing boat and Mr. Spock.
Dead end.
That end. Bad rhymes.
5 minutes for bad rhymes. 15-yard penalty.
However, I will start. Lime. Very well, rhyme something with lime. That's the gist of it.
Lime?
Lime.
Crime.
Slime.
Time.
Mime.
Prime.
You took mine.
You line.
I don't know.
Sign.
Bine.
Shine.
He's got them all.
Wine.
Wine.
Keep on trying.
Did you say crime?
Yes, I said that right off the bat.
How about scribe?
That doesn't rhyme. It's not the right phonetic value.
That's right, I started it, didn't I? I'm.
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 That's the same bloody vowel sound that we were rhyming with before. Pick a new one.
Oh, really?
Coop.
Poop.
Stoop.
Group.
Roop.
Soup.
Hoop.
What was that?
Hoop.
I don't like this one.
Ploop. Poop is a word. I decree right now
Oh, I
that,
said
that
poop.
ploop. No, ploop.
Ploop.
Ploop with an L.
That's the sound this shit makes.
Ploop
when
is
it
right.
flops
So
in the
that's
toilet.
one of the times when a ploop is. But you could like ploop something down in a pan and cook it up. Ploop it here. Ploop. You could just ploop things.
I don't know, I just went down, I picked up the gun, I pointed at the guy and I plooped him,
Yeah, right,
I don't know.
Sergeant Rock. We know you were driving that white truck the other night that hit that little red foreign car and
I
Kill
don't
that
know.
guy.
I don't know, a guy's got a ploop, what a guy's got a ploop, I don't know.
yeah, just get on back down there to the Olympics, Reverend Billy Bob. What's next?
I've almost forgotten about the hands. The hands are outside.
Kevin will now go out and proceed to clean the gut bag out of the hens so that he can cook them on his fair grill.
The next step, and what we've got to do here is we have to remove the paper, the wax paper gut binding, wrenching little material
Unit.
sack out of the birds, which has the neck and the liver and the
Don't forget the
Gizzard.
testicles.
yeah, the scrotum.
The
Doesn't have
scroti. Parole for president.
tell you, you just stay away from my scroti. I will not put a. You stay away from my scroti, I tell you. What? No response?
Well, I was being respectful and all.
Now's not bloody time to be respectful. I mean, what do you think this is?
You would appear that I've
think
committed
it's
a faux pas.
You think this is a bloody picnic, don't you? It's not. This is your first day at boot camp. Get on and give me 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9.5, 9 3/4, 10. Now don't let it happen again.
But I'm a corporal.
Oh, right. Well, okay then.
Sorry, forget all that I said. It would appear that the image that Kevin brought it with has taken its effect.
It's affecting
He's
me.
getting nervous again. I'm talking about illegal substances.
Which, of course, we have none with us because we would never do such.
Well, we're good boys. As you can see, we have no women here.
We have no women.
One woman is particularly bummed about it. The other one just keeps calling to no avail.
To no avail.
He won't pick up the phone. So, have you talked to Laurie lately?
I don't want to record this.
He doesn't want to record this. I detect something incriminating.
No.
Something that would be
No.
good for the show of Sprockets.
Sprockets. No, it's just I don't,
Kiss my monkey. He won't pick up the phone.
I don't want to hash over things like that.
Sorry. On to bigger and better things. The solar system.
The solar system is very wide,
It's comprised of 9 planets,
and the wideness is quite extensive,
a couple billion miles.
to be exact.
So then they had Madonna on TV in a lingerie shop.
Actually, Captain, it is 9.23794.7.
Very well, then. Phasers up. There goes the water pump.
Spot. There's got to be another way we can do this. Scotty, I need more power. Pulse.
Howdy, Captain. I suppose we can pump it by hand.
Pump at the power.
Throw more carrots into the atomic accelerator.
Oh man, these birds are still
Get those nuclear rabbits moving.
I should have bought these birds before we left and left them out in the car.
Well, I do believe that we don't have anything significant to say or brilliant to come up with, so...
What?
Now
I'm talking about my birds that I'm making.
Yeah, of course you are. So anyway, back to the tape. We will now turn off the tape and commence to say something extremely funny, which won't turn out as good as the first time we did it.
Yeah, we always turn the tape off and then we do something.
And then we have
funny
something
after.
brilliant. Exactly. So now you will hear something completely brilliant.
Kevin is now forced open the gay man. He's running under hot water. The tension is getting
Warm water, not hot water.
warm
I
water.
don't want to bruise the bud.
He has the hand in the warm water.
Oh, whoa!
The hand just jumped out of his hands, ladies and gentlemen. Quiet on the green, quiet.
Oh, I hope there's no Sam or Ella around here.
It appears that the putter is very nervous.
I think
he's
he's
taking
on
a shot.
Britons.
He now thinks that the golf ball is a bitter.
This one was froze 23% more than the other one was for some reason.
23% more. He needs 23% more on the green. He's making his shot.
And the crowd goes wild. The golf course is happening.
Suddenly lightning struck, and he was killed dead.
And the lights went out all over the world.
It's not a too-mah.
While the leaves hang down,
The
enabling the
fruit of the loom grows under the cave walls, and while Inspector 12 goes around and checks the waistbands of each individual one.
It was funny the first time.
The first time it was funny. Watching a show about bats eating fruit,
It has been estimated
In flight,
just
spreading seeds,
suddenly underwear came up, fruit of the loom.
1,000 seeds
growing out of the things from the cave. as Inspector 12 goes around and checks the waistbands.
It's Inspector 13. It's one better.
You had to be
A
here.
few days old, clings onto its mother,
But you weren't.
using its feet and thumbs.
You weren't here. You were there.
Feeding continues as long.
Gotta find a way! A better way to masturbate!
That song's too fun.
Masturbation blues.
The male has no
Jisms on my shoes. Gotta find a way, a better way to masturbate!
What have to do with the guitars?
Yeah, there you go.
Within
the
minutes, the
guitars.
undigested seeds.
Kevin will now play the guitar.
Guitar.
Oh man, what am I going to do with this guitar?
I don't know, but you should put the game hands in the grill.
Within 2 or 3 years of being felled, the scars
Working.
on the face
Game hands.
are already
They're really good.
the start of
I'd eat them all night long if I could. Game hands.
Yet despite their vital role,
The barbecue sauce and onions and peppers, everything makes them good. I want to eat them like lepers. I don't know, it rhymed, it didn't make much sense. But
And
what
now as
the heck?
P-52 is far overhead, we have comments from a leper.
enormous B-52
Hello, I'm a leper.
What is your name?
My name is Michael Leprosy.
And what species of leper are you? Anal or enal?
I'm the anal, you can tell by my purple markings.
Yes, very well, you are correct. Tell us something about your leprosy then.
Well, basically my purple markings are falling off more and more every day.
Does that happen acutely or just now and then?
Well, actually it happens extensively in the springtime, slows off a bit in the summer, picks up slightly in the fall, and then virtually nothing in the wintertime.
So it is safe to assume then that it is on a timetable.
That is correct.
Thank you very much.
And now back to the program.
Very well, on to our next guest. We have a batologist from Texas, and his name is Emo Buttonhammer.
Hello, I'm Emo Buttonhammer.
Why are you cooking a Cornish game hen on our show, Emo?
Well, the basic reason is because of the whole spilkus involved with trying to get the little sacks out with the innards.
Let me see if I'm correct here.
Remove them.
You do say that the spilkus, which is an important part of the bat, correct?
The spilkus is the main rotary nerve of the bat. Yes.
Thank you. Continue then.
Well, basically, bats aren't all fruits, but some of the bats are fruits, and so we call them fruit bats. Most bats, though, are heterosexual bats, but you do have a certain amount of fruit bats around in the community.
So then, if you had a bat named Ron, would you say he was a bi-bat? Flipping it around and is it the biplane?
I'd buy that.
It's not a too-mah.
It's not a too-mah.
Thank you. There goes the pump again. On the TV, we have Anderson Air Force Base.
We have birdage. We have birdage.
Kevin will now proceed to place the birds. Well, first he will stuff them. After he stuffed them properly,
My birds.
he will place them on a red-hot grill. And soon, as you can smell, you will be able to smell the game hens cooking.
And that's a fact. Lorries.
Thank you very much. The
No.
fruit bat will now be saved from extinction live on national TV.
In order for this to work out,
After wrapping 2 bats in tinfoil and placing them on the grill, it would seem that they have conceived a child bat.
A Badallac.
Well, they were married.
boy, I tell you, when I make dinners on the grill, I go through the foil.
It's so great coming up here to the cabin because Kevin, cooks everything. All I have to do is sit around, watch TV.
I like to cook my birds. I take birding very seriously.
Very well, of course you do.
You take birding seriously.
This subject has become tiresome. You may not touch my monkey.
Catch him.
Love him, love him.
He's a good monkey. Tonight on Sprockets.
We have cooking Cornish game hens.
Garnish.
Cornish game hens with guitar.
Geekter.
So you're going to cook Cornish game hens on my show. Tell me, what does it mean?
It means everything.
Look who lost 200.
Nutritiously, or are you just being boring?
Lost 30 pounds in 3 months.
These game hens are so good, so good.
Wish you were here.
I lost those last 10. Hard to lose.
They all did it with a delicious
There, you heard a wild Cornish game hen
Are we still
walking
recording?
in the thicket.
Oh my god, we're still recording. I can't believe we're still recording.
As you can see, the Cornish game hen is now casting out its mating call from the general vicinity of a thicket.
A thicket.
Let's watch and see what happens next.
This game hen is in a thicket. The game hen to the right is in a thicket. It is much more beneficial to the game hen to be in a thicket